Hey, Suspicious Dish here, bringing you episode 18 of Fluidity. Today, more of the seaside. We're exploring the right page as well as some other stuff that's there. We'll finish up the right page next video. Okay, so first things first, we're actually going to explore the upper right panel of this middle page here. Besides the boss door, this is the second to last rainbow drop we'll grab on this middle page. After this video, I'm probably going to be cutting it out entirely, so this is the last time you'll get to see it. Okay, so up here at the upper right panel, okay, so we have a fisherman who can't find any crabs for some reason. I feel for this guy. All he's trying to do is support his family, put food on the table, and he just can't get any luck, can he? His boat's docked, he just came back from a hard day of fishing, and just nothing in the net. It's no surprise, I mean, these crabs aren't actually anywhere in water. Well, when we pick them up, they're in water, but no. They're just resting on the cliffside for some reason. Believe it or not, I actually kinda like the two-frame seagull animation that's just flying around. The simplicity of it really meshes well with this game. Okay, so gameplay-wise, this is sort of a confusing level for me. I've said in the past that when you pick up an object, it sort of becomes like a water particle in the system, and when you move, it moves with you. These crabs don't follow by the same rules. When we pick them up in the water, we're more pushing them around with ourselves than actually holding them. It makes things difficult. At this late in the game, they should have picked a set of rules and stuck with them. I think it's sort of odd that you have to unlearn some of the behaviors that have been ingrained in your muscle memory. And I believe there's only one other object in the game that we'll get to in a few videos that actually, again, behaves like you're pushing it around, rather than it being a particle in the physics engine. The camera here really wants to zoom in on this gimmick here, but all I'm trying to do is scout the area above it, not helping. And here's this physics gimmick that I talked about earlier. It's only noteworthy for one reason, which is that in the actual game files, this is specified as a static animation. It sort of looks unphysicsy at the same time. You may have seen that at the end, there was a little piece of wood that popped up. That isn't a physics prop. There's actually a separate invisible wall for the collision geometry. The only other place where they use this sort of static animation to emulate physics is in the Aztec. You may remember an alligator eating a melon that we gave to him through a bunch of shenanigans. That was it. So there's only one other thing that we can do in the middle page, and I actually forgot that we could do it. So I'm heading over to the right page now. We'll get back to that last rainbow drop in the middle page in just a moment. One of the tricks of page transitions is that they actually bring all your water with you. They look at the value that you have in the graduated cylinder and then just emit that when you go over to the new page, no matter where your old water was. So if you accidentally get your water all over the place or something like that, and you're near a page transition, you can get your health back. Okay, and about this time, I realized that I forgot to get the last rainbow drop on the left page. That's the button on top of the lighthouse. I know I promised it that I'd get it in the next video 2 videos ago. I'm doing it now. And believe it or not, getting to the top of the lighthouse, outstandingly difficult. You have to be pinpoint perfect with your jumps and timing to latch onto that tiny little thing the helicopter drops down, and then manage to jump all the way over to the lighthouse. That dissolve cut earlier cut out about 7 or 8 minutes of me just fumbling around trying to get on top of the lighthouse. Anyway, I don't want to waste any of your time anymore, so instead of trying to do that again, I'm just gonna cheat. Cloudform is pretty much useless for everything else, but it's good at cheating. Welcome to the first puzzle on the right page, and boy is it difficult. It's extremely hard. It's a goldfish puzzle with a bit of a twist. Finally! Now we can actually get started on the actual goldfish puzzle. Yeah, I probably should have sped that up. I'm just not waiting the 2 or 3 hours it takes to cut out, or speed up 100 frames. I've had enough technical issues with this episode as it is. Okay, so the way this puzzle is set up, there are 2 goldfish that we need to get to the tank in the middle. Hitting the right building over here opens up a passage to the switch, to the right-hand switch in the middle, which allows us access to one of the goldfish. And hey, it's a palette swap of that boat from the crab section. Okay, and I'm demonstrating why it's a terrible idea to use your new spray power in this section here. You're going to hit the ceiling, and you may not be able to make it over that gear there. You can see that quite a few of my droplets ended up in the water. That's not good. We're going to have to bring fish over here. And remember that fish plus lava equals instant death. Okay, and now that we have the fish, we have to be extra careful. Touching lava means instant death for us. We also don't have the privilege of having Cloud and just being able to cheat over this platforming section here. So we have to spray. And it's going to be tough. Oh, and you can't bring any sort of object through a checkered barrier like that. It'll just stop right in front of it. Or in the case of a goldfish, start a countdown. If you're not careful where you're tilting, you are going to get death like that. Dissolve cut out about 8 minutes. Just giving these numbers to you so you can gauge the difficulty. And wow, the architecture in this place is really similar. That also looks like a terrible place to have a home. I can imagine that the owner of the house has a kid and he's out in the backyard playing baseball with one of his friends and takes a wrong step and plants his head on a lighthouse. Okay, so our last drop of the day is over here in this robot section. And this one, I'm not actually sure if I have the intended solution for it. The way I'm going to show you today is quirky, it's tricky to execute, and you have to just get lucky. Like everything else in this game, I think any sane person would expect that when robots touch lava, you get a game over. Nope, these robots are apparently made of asbestos. These wonderful creatures can walk perfectly unaided on some hot coals. Now that the robot's walking on some lava, what does that give us? It gives us a ride. Yeah, this is the part of the solution that I'm not sure about. See, these robots must be made of Teflon-coated asbestos, because you cannot stick to them. You can use your stick power and you will time out, you just won't stick. The solution I'm showing off now is just a quirk of the hitbox. This is the solution I found to get over here. No idea if it's the correct one. Seriously? Seriously, game? Okay. I am not balancing on that hitbox again. Time to tank. See that checkerboard barrier down below that has a path back over to the fish tank? I will not use it. I have no idea what it's there for. Again, another indication that I may not have the correct solution to this. So, Sudden Javelin or anybody else who has this game, feel free to tell me about the correct solution. I have no idea what it could be. I'm definitely curious about it. And with that, we've started the right page. Next time, we're doing more of the right page. After that, Hell Room. Suspicious Dish, Fluidity. Thanks for joining me.